Every time people only think about like career growth and money. Hi, I'm Eileen.
Hi, I'm Andrea.
And welcome to our channel.
So today we're going to do things a little different.
Oh.
I actually just checked and we got a DM some time back, which I didn't notice.
We have a DM?
Yes. And they're actually asking a question, a career-related question. Here's how the question goes. How long do you think someone should stay with a company before considering a move?
Okay, so you want to go first? I go first.
You go first.
Okay. I guess if that is a particular industry or a particular role that you want to grow in, I guess you can stay a little bit longer until you actually have a better opportunity. It could be career growth,
Yeah.
it could be more money as well. So,
like how long?
If it's an industry and a role that you love, I would say 3 to 4 years maybe.
Wow.
Just to brush up your skill.
Yeah.
But what about you?
I typically see people would try to upskill or move to a new career within 2 to 3 years. But that's assuming that the role has sort of reached a certain level, right? But I also know people that stay for 4, 5, 6 years, but then it really depends on the company. Is there enough career growth? So I guess you need to ask yourself or your manager or whoever you're reporting to, right? Like, what is the next step for you? And then discuss those next steps and see if it's something aligned for you. But typically, I say within 2 to 3 years, you should already figure out whether that company can give you that base. And if it doesn't, then obviously it's time to move, right?
But then my question is, if the company can give you that base, do you want to stay for so long? Like, should you stay for so long? What do you think?
I think there's a lot of factors. So if I'm going to stay for that long, of course they're giving me like the opportunities, but is there also going to be pay increase, benefit increase? I'm staying longer, obviously, right? Are the people around me the ones that I want to stay with? So there's a lot of different factors for me. Like, it's not just the role, it's not just the money, but it's also like the team, the management, not just where my roles are going, but also where the company is going as a whole.
I think that's a very good point. Because every time people only think about like career growth and money. I think most of the time,
important. It's important.
Yeah, but people don't think that culture, bosses, colleagues are important as well.
I mean, personally for me, it is because like while I'm now managing a team, then it's also important for me to make sure that it's a culture that will make them want to stay. And I also think that like before, like, 1, 2 years, sure, they give me great increment, whatever, but the culture is not something I want to continue to stay, right? So some of my jobs, I don't even stay more than 2 years.
Okay, makes sense. And I think like going back to the question, right? We didn't even know if this particular follower is interested in this industry, or maybe she could be a freshie.
Yeah.
Right. There are a lot of freshies these days. Like they do not know what they want to do. So in that case, how long should one stay if you're still not sure?
Maybe 2 years. But if by 2 years you figured that it's not for you, then I think because your first year, you have your probation, you're still learning a new skill. 1 year passes so fast. Like 1.5 years to 2 years, you should be able to assess already. But it depends on the roles, right? You could go from like sales to operations, and it's like total vast difference. So you already know from the first week. I don't know, it's so subjective.
I guess for myself, right, I actually have a slightly different take. And I actually tell sometimes the interns that work with me as well, I always tell them that you're still young, you can try different things.
Like different roles?
Yes, different roles, different industry, because you do not know what you like. And it's fine, right, to actually
try
make mistakes,
right?
or decide that this is not for you. So just continue to try until you find the one that you really like, and then stick with it.
I think you're saying like starting from intern level. Sometimes, when you first graduate, like, that's what I study, that's what I should do. But actually it's not true. So in their case, yes, you should probably try to figure out, what industry or what role you want to be in.
So yeah, you should give yourself a little bit more time to let your potential shine.
If I really have to say like a number or an average number, it would be 1.5 years. That was how I started my career. It was always within that 1.5, 2 year mark.
And to be honest, I do not think this is a startup or corporate thing. I think the timeline is fine for both.
Yeah, I think so too.
So
hope that answers your question.
Yes, and hope we can get more questions.
Yeah, I mean, if you guys have more questions from our perspective anyway, then feel free to drop us a DM and we'll be happy to make one section for you guys.
Yes, looking forward to more and see you the next time.
See you next time.
Bye.